Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dr. J. Real Talk here, live. Welcoming to year 2024. I cannot believe that we are in the year 2024. It was just like, it's the old cliche. It was just like yesterday we were in uh, 2023, but here we are today. And I'm truly excited to talk about this topic about cultivating a learning mindset for the upcoming and for a long time. It's not like one of those New Year, New Me 2024 type things. I think that whole New Year, New Me is I think it's thrown out the window because today I went to the gym this morning and I was thinking, oh man, it's gonna be packed with those New Year's resolution folks. Gym was the same as always. I'm thinking, oh man, I think it's probably past. Those New Year resolution folks have probably given up. Um, but anyway, going back to the topic, I wanted to talk about cultivating a learning mindset. And one of the important things about cultivating a learning mindset is that I think folks have forgotten, especially for those who have graduated from college or beyond their schooling, whatever it is after high school, college, that they forget that you have to be a continuous learner. I'm always under the belief that once you stop learning, you stop growing. There can never be enough knowledge, proper knowledge that is, that you can there's not enough knowledge you can take in, right? There's always something new you can learn and to upgrade your skill sets. And especially in this 21st century with technology always consistently changing, and the way we conversate with people is always constantly changing, that you have to learn new ways of conversating with people, how to get to the point. We live in an era of like what was like the microwave era, right? It's like everybody wants things done quickly. Everybody wants things, the solutions, the resolutions quicker. And so you have to learn how to get to the point quicker, how to resolve something quickly. You have to learn different sales tactics, especially in the era of social media, email. When was the last time you picked up the phone and had a conversation with somebody? It's not that we always have a conversation over the phone like we used to back in the days. So you always have to be in the continuous learning mindset attitude, always cultivating that learning mindset, always willing to learn, because uh, it does really impact you, does affect the way that you impact and you learn things. I myself am, one of the things I'm always passionate about is, entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial mindset, educational technology, and is even the 101 courses. I'm always willing to learn from them because there's always something new to learn from that. And there are three things I want you to take away from this. And the way that you can cultivate a learning mindset is three ways, right? Learn more through continuing education. Learn more through continuing education, complete an assessment, and the number three thing, read. So the first one, right? Learn through continuous education. There is so much continuing education courses out there that like there's no shortage of it. Whether you go to your local community college to take a continuous education course, whether you go online through edX, Coursera, LearnGenics, and other resources out there, there are a plethora of continuing educations in whatever field you're in. There's always continuing education courses out there. I highly recommend that you continuously learn and take those courses, even in your workplace. Like for example, if your workplace has HubSpot, HubSpot has an academy that you can take courses for free. ClickUp, for example, is they have ClickUp University, right? If your workplace uses ClickUp, you go to ClickUp University and take those courses. And the reason I'm saying that, to take the continuing education courses or the continuous learning, is because you might learn something new that's going to give you a much better enhancement of the tool, of the topic, or whatever it may be. That way, your skills are up to par and you're always ready to go. You never want to be in the place where you're falling short on your skill sets, because it's a very tough competitive environment out there. and you always have to have those skills sharpened up and ready to go. You never want to fall behind. It's always important to continue up with those courses, take them. Sometimes your workplace may even pay for it, or even offer them. I know I had a workplace back a while ago where they even through LinkedIn they gave us access to the LinkedIn Learning, and of course I took advantage of those courses there. So always take advantage of it, because you never want to fall behind on your skill sets. The next one is completing an assessment. I really do highly recommend that you complete an assessment, whether it's for leadership or personal. There's so many out there to call, but you can type in on Google, go to personal assessments, and you can take one. I highly recommend you pay for it. If you are a working professional now, like, don't be a cheapskate and actually pay for it, right? The freebie, y- when something is free, nothing is ever free. There's always a catch to it, right? You can take an assessment for free, but there's always a catch to it behind it. It's very rare that you're going to get a free assessment, and so I highly recommend that you complete some type of forming of an assessment to measure up where you are in your career. Uh, if you've never taken an assessment, it's probably the best time now to take an assessment to see where you are, where your leadership skills at, your learning as at, even your entrepreneurial mindset. There's entrepreneurial mindset, for example. I'm a certified practitioner of the entrepreneurial mindset profile. And of course that measures 14 skills, 7 personality skills, and 7 skill skills. Of course, definitely check out jphdat.com to learn more about that. But that's just another example of a assessment you can take to kind of measure out where you're at in terms of your entrepreneurial mindset. But of course, there's more assessments out there, and I highly recommend you take the assessment. If there's a book associated with it, I highly recommend you purchase it, or just go to your local library and get it for free, and rent it, or borrow it, and read on it, and see where you're at in your assessments. Because one of the things that you have to measure yourself at where you are in your career, in whatever you're doing. It's important to assess yourself. And the great thing that I love about assessments is that it's unbiased, right? It's going to measure you how you answer the questions, and how you answer the questions. It gives you the answers as to your assessment. So I highly recommend you do that. And the third part is, of course, read, right? Most important things to do is to read. And I'm actually reading this book right now, as We Have a Deal, right? And so that is an important book to read. Well, not important book to, but I have my book there. We Have a Deal. And if you're not into reading, like, I kid you not, there's always something out there to read. There's even this comic book. I kid you not, Strategy Man. Like, I kid you not, it's an actual book. It's about strategy, workplace strategy. And if you're into comic books, like, I'm not promoting the guy, but I'm just saying it's a really cool strategy. If you're not into reading much, I highly recommend. But the point is, you got to read. One of the things that I did instead, that I've actually getting into habit of now, instead of scrolling through social media on my phone, I actually got the Kindle app on my phone, so I can scroll books and read the books that I have there, instead of scrolling on social media, because it's nothing but stupidity anyway most of the time on social media. And so that's one of the things I recommend. So in order to cultivate and learn, so going back to cultivate a learning mindset, you need to do 3 things. You need to learn, through continuous education. Again, Coursera, edX, and other ones, LearnGenix. There's other sites out there. Do it, learn. Maybe your workplace even offers that. Complete an assessment. I highly recommend you complete an assessment, whether it's personality, leadership, entrepreneurial mindset. Complete that. I really highly recommend you complete an assessment. And don't be a cheapskate and actually pay for it, and get the book, right? Especially for those of you who are working professionals, you have a couple of bucks in your pocket, so make sure you pay for it. Maybe even your workplace will pay for it. And the last thing is read, right? I think that's the most important thing, is to continuously read. Don't leave that. If you can read comments on social media, you can definitely read a book. and pick up that book and read. So don't fall short on that. Anyway, I'll let you guys be, and I just wanted to let you guys be that for the starting this year. Have a continuous learning, cultivate a learning mindset. Never stop learning, always learn, and you know, the more the merrier. So anyway, all right, I'll let you guys go. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, click, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.